I'm going to quickly go through 4 things you need to know for chemistry paper 1, so make sure you watch this. First of all, these elements over here are all diatomic, meaning that they travel in pairs. So H2, N2, F2, O2, they all travel in pairs of 2. Next, I want you to remember that the halogens at room temperature, the group 7s, are as follows. Fluorine is a pale yellow gas. Chlorine is a pale green gas. Bromine is a red, brown liquid. Iodine is a grey solid. And the one below this is astatine, which if we look at this kind of pattern, we'd expect to be black and also a solid. Examples often like to test your ability to predict what the next one's going to be. This bit is super important, so all of you guys listen up. For the group 1 metals, as you go down the group, notice that the metals are getting bigger in size. This is crucial in being able to understand and explain their reactivity. Remember, reactivity of group 1 metals increases as you go down the group. The reason is actually really simple. For group 1 metals to react, they need to lose their outermost electron. Notice they all have 1 electron in their outer shell because they're group 1. And the fact of the matter is, the bigger the atom, the easier it is for them to lose that electron. Why? It's because remember that the nucleus is positive and electrons are negative. So if the nucleus and the electron are really close together, there's an attraction between them. So it's really difficult to lose this electron because it's really close to this positive nucleus, which is keeping it in. But if you look at this example of potassium over here, the outermost electron is further away from that positive nucleus, so the attraction is less than it was up here in lithium, so this electron is much more easy to remove. And as you get further and further down group 1, they get even bigger and therefore the electrons become even easier, so reactivity increases as you go down group 1. And the final thing I want you to remember is that the opposite is true for group 7s, because notice the group 7s still get bigger as you go down the group. Chlorine, bromine, iodine, they're getting bigger in terms of atom size. But group 7s have 7 electrons in their outer shell. So they're not trying to lose any, they're trying to get 1 more. And actually the smaller you are, the closer an electron that's floating nearby is going to be to the nucleus, so it's going to be easier to attract that kind of lonesome electron into the atom. But the bigger you are, if there's an electron out here, it's further away from that positive nucleus, so it's more difficult to attract it into this atom. So as you go down group 7, reactivity decreases because it's more difficult for the atoms to gain an extra electron. Make sure you share this with your friends so that they all see this before their exam, because these are really important facts that you should all be able to explain in your exam.